Hello everybody, welcome back. I've got another walkthrough for you. This time I am going to do the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I actually have already done a guide and a full walkthrough for this game, but I was watching, I think, just the first episode a couple of days ago, and I absolutely hate it. There's I don't know, it feels like the volume was mix matched, and I don't know, I'm not happy at all with what I heard. So I am going to redo this one. And on top of that, I love Final Fantasy X, and I think it was kind of time for me to play again. I think honestly, I have to say that Final Fantasy X is my favorite actually of the series. I know 7 is I would say probably pretty close. 6, which I just did. I played the Pixel remaster there recently. I love that game as well, but I think 10 still takes the number one spot. So I'm gonna do what I normally do with these the games that have the voice acting in it, and try my best not to speak over the characters when there's dialogue. Maybe less so in battle, right? There's always a little bit of battle banter between the characters here and there, and I'm not going to stress too much about that, but when it comes to, the cutscenes or Titus's little, narration here at the beginning, again, I'm going to try to not speak over that, so.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
All right, so the game actually kind of starts out there towards I think actually technically that's like about the midpoint of the game, and it always reminds me of that episode of Rick and Morty. I think it's Look Who's Purging Now, where Morty's criticism of the old story writer guy is basically that he doesn't start the story at the beginning of the story, but I think it works. I think it works fine here. I mean, you're not really, there's nothing. There's no real plot points given away right there. You don't really even understand what's happening at first there. So, anyways, all right. So we're starting in Xanarkand, and the little boy, we'll see him quite a bit throughout the game. And actually, I spoke with him here on the. I guess like within the crowd, and I didn't know that actually we were able to do that before. Yeah, he's standing in the back there, and you can actually see him.
Are you gonna show us that shot tonight?
I don't know. Maybe.
You should do it for us.
The game tonight. It's very important.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Great as ever. Thanks.
Yeah, we're cheering for you.
I've been a big fan of yours from the very beginning.
I won't let you down.
Thanks.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Good luck tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. that will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row! It's from the right!
Got it.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Please!
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy. Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3... Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after!
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jacked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jack's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Okay, so there's a little bit of narration there by. So I take that to be a like an announcer for the Blitzball game here. I think anyway. I don't think I've ever really thought about that until I guess this time around. But yeah, he definitely seems like an announcer here for today's game. Which again, it's kind of funny. I never really thought about that before. I also like that his name is Zanar, right? And we're in Zanarkand. And all right, so I spoke with the NPCs around here. I think I'm gonna try to do that a little bit more than I normally do. I just think that, from like a story building standpoint, I think speaking with the NPCs in the areas, just add a little bit more to it. So again, I'll try to do that. But also here in a bit, we're gonna have I guess I would call like the opening cutscene, and man, it is so good. I absolutely love this song. So yeah, again, I'll be cutting the commentary and then picking it up after that initial scene is over.
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about? Huh? Huh?
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
What the? Huh? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look. We called it sin.
Sin?
Take it. A gift from Jet.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it. These ones don't matter. We cut through.
All right. I love Orin's line there where he says, "We called it sin." That's I think, a little bit of a hint, subtle. And then here he says, these don't matter and cut through, and he's basically just, kind of suggesting that we don't kill the ones in the back, which I think, yeah, is...
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Yeah, there he says it again. Cut the ones that matter and run through. Orin is a bit of a mentor figure. I think, you know, I really honestly throughout the entire game, now that I'm thinking about it, but you know, he has some, you know, interesting hints, and here we get our first really good look at Sin, and I mean, he just looks like a big, well, yeah, actually that's not a good look at Sin, it's just a look at Sin.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Alright, here's our first boss, and here it's more of a tutorial here about the overdrives. Overdrives are, you know, limit breaks from Final Fantasy VII, basically. There's some interesting differences, though, between this game and how you kind of obtain your overdrive, or how they charge, I guess I should say. But, yeah, so Bushido there with Orin, you know, he's, it's down, left, up, right, L1, R1, and then O, and then, or, sorry, circle, and then, was it X, I think? And the faster that you enter in your commands, the more damage that they'll deal. And here for Titus, I pretty much blow his first one. I mean, not completely, but it's funny too because this was about I think the third time that I had done this. I was having problems with my capture software. And the first time after having not played for like, whatever, 5 years, I nailed it. I think I only lost 4 seconds, and then every subsequent attempt was like, you know, 3 or 2 fails, and then I finally got it. So, you know, you lose, I don't know, at least a minute, or, well, I guess it's a second of the timer. So yeah, so I ended up doing a lot less damage, but you know, that's how it goes. Hopefully I'll get better. I'll shake the rust off. But anyways, yeah. So you know, this is kind of how these videos are gonna play out. I think probably the earlier ones are gonna be a lot less commentary, honestly, because there's just so much dialogue and so much voice acting, which is great because then you don't have to listen to me. So, but yeah, like I said, this is kind of how these are gonna play out. But I'm going to so I finished this battle and then I'm just gonna save. So I'm gonna call it on this one. As always, I hope the video was helpful, and you know, join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.